Well, evolving technology is important to us in financial management and, quite frankly, the rest of the services we provide at the VA as well. But cloud-based technologies are very important to us. Using commercial off-the-shelf products, unmodified, out of the box, if you will, very important to us. Artificial intelligence, very important to us in a lot of different ways. All of these new technologies, although they represent a challenge for all of us to keep up with and learn and constantly looking for new applications of them, we envision that they will, and in fact already are, improving service to veterans, improving access, improving information interoperability, improved decision-making. And that improved decision-making based on better quality, better decisions, winds up pretty quickly improving service to veterans. The more value we get out of every dollar we spend, the more service we can offer to a veteran. It's just a pretty straight equation. So. Well, business-led IT strategy, to give you a brief answer, works great. And from my perspective, it's the best way to run a program. In the case of the program that I'm running, Financial Management Business Transformation, with my business partners in Comptroller and the acquisition community, we're tightly bound together as a team where the business community can set priorities for the program. We have just gone through a strategy process to incrementally deploy our program. So which increments come first, which second, which third. The business community made that determination based on audit implications, eliminating audit findings and other financial improvements we want to make in the department. And so the functional focus and the prioritization decisions are all extremely important and tightly bound in how we run the program. The other point I want to make there is business process reengineering. It's a very important part of this program, which I would say is better than other large programs that I've run in my experience, quite frankly, is the amount of effort we're putting into business process reengineering on the front end. All of that is led by the business community, and all of that is intended to lay the foundation for implementation of federal best practices in finance and acquisition in the department. To that end, information technology really becomes a supporting technology, a support function to implementation of those best practices. So in short, I'd say a business-led program is a great way to run a program. And so far, that's the way it's playing out with us, with our program. What I'm excited about is a program we call Lighthouse, which is basically an API gateway, application program interface gateway program, which is a lot of technology jargon to say it's a way to open up our data to other parties to get access to it, build applications to find additional innovative uses of that data beyond what perhaps we had originally envisioned. So Lighthouse, I'd say, is another great example of a very exciting avant-garde program in the department. With respect to data management and helping the veteran, of course, with respect to healthcare, I could also say with respect to claims processing, probably in both arenas. But with respect to healthcare, sure, I mean, as we get smarter about using these new technologies, artificial intelligence, machine learning, for example, and as the industry itself gets better at structuring these technologies so they're more and more useful over time, that convergence of us, the buyer, and the technology sellers. With respect to healthcare, sure, improving diagnostic accuracy could be one outcome of that. Certainly improving therapeutic accuracy with fewer, certainly not just fewer mistakes, but also picking the right treatment at the right time for the right illness or infirmity. These new technology, I think, would be very helpful, supplementing human judgment, not replacing it. Same with claims processing, where human judgment of a lot of factors is important right now in deciding what the percentage disability of a veteran is, and then what entitlement that veteran is subsequently can have. These new technologies can help that whole process too, with a human in the loop. The simpler cases can be done in a more automated way. The more complicated cases might require more human intervention along with those tools. But that will shorten cycle time on getting benefits to veterans. It will reduce diagnostic errors, improve therapeutic effectiveness. And of course, at the end of the day, from a back office perspective, all that's going to result in better use of our resources. I spent 26 years on active duty, developed great friendships in the Navy, and of course, great respect for my colleagues, not only in the Navy, but working with the Secretary of Defense, with Army and Air Force Coast Guard and Marine colleagues. I guess as a result of developing that deep respect, I really feel a strong sense of commitment with respect to giving something back to my colleagues in return for the service that they offer the country. It's a great mission, and I really find it maybe second only to the Department of Defense itself, the most compelling mission in federal government.